I'm gonna be in this video. Yeah, you can be in this video. Oh, okay. Oh. Hello, Bookworm family. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, I'm Danny. Go ahead, hit that subscribe button down below. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell because it's always a mystery when I post new videos. And if you're not already following me on Instagram, please be sure to do that. It is at _dancing_bookworm. I post on there full book reviews and bookish content. Chandler Bing. Are you on the counter? Are you supposed to be on the counter? Say, no, human, I'm not supposed to be on the counter. He makes sad choices sometimes, but he's so cute. So I didn't film anything yesterday. It is Monday. I normally start filming on Sunday, but I just couldn't because I just stayed in bed all day. I just really didn't want to move. I was very tired from my trip, so I just stayed in bed and didn't do anything. But I did just have my first night of summer dance classes and they went really well. I was very happy with how the kids did, and I think all of us were a little bit on vacation mode still, but for the most part we pulled it off. So I am about to eat some dinner. I am listening to one audiobook. I'm listening to Dread Nation by Justina Ireland right now. It is about a girl who's living through the Civil War who is Black, and she is a part of this school where they train Black people to fight zombies that are around during the Civil War. So it's a little like twist on history. It's very cool. I've only read a few chapters of it so far, but it's so far pretty good. I'm not like a huge zombie buff, but I do really like The Walking Dead, so it is giving me Walking Dead vibes, and it is kind of cool to read like a historical one. Like, that's not something I normally would read. But I'm gonna have some dinner and I'm gonna keep listening to that. I do want to read a physical book, but I don't know if it's gonna be tonight because I do have to finish working on my Studios dance DVDs, which I still have quite a bit to do. Oh my gosh, I forgot the cord that I needed to bring home. Grumble. It's fine. I'll do it tomorrow. My USB port for my phone broke while I was in Maryland, so I have no way to put the videos onto my computer, but it's fine. I just have to have them done by the end of the week, so it's all good. But I will be eating and then doing that and listening to more of Dread Nation, but I really do want to read a physical book at some point this week. I just have no idea when I'm going to have time, so for no time. Hello. So it is Tuesday. It is 1:46 in the morning, so technically Wednesday, but you guys know how I do time in my videos because of my weird sleep schedule. I just finished listening to Dread Nation. Really liked it. It was another 4-star read for me. Chandler, just say no. Just say no to climbing on the counters. Which is like the majority of my books this month have been 4-star reads, which I'm pretty impressed with because that doesn't normally happen. So pretty excited about that. I really liked it. I thought that the characters were really good. And I just didn't expect to like the plot line. Like, I'm not really like a history buff. So the fact that it took place during the Civil War, I was like, I'm not going to really like this. But I did. I found a lot of things that I liked. There's a couple like inconsistent parts where it felt like I was like, okay, really, would that have happened back then? But also there were zombies, so I mean, really cannot judge that. But yeah, so it is like 95 degrees out right now, even at nighttime, so I'm trying to keep my apartment as cool as possible, but we don't have air conditioning, so that's unfortunate. So I'm trying to keep it as cool as possible. I have in the freezer some like things that I have. Can you stop eating things off the kitchen counter? They're not for you. So I have tried freezing a bunch of like bowls of water that I'm going to put in front of the fans before I go to bed. But yeah, pretty much just keep jumping into the shower and like blasting cold water and then jumping back out. It's kind of become like a thing tonight. But it is very hot, and my bigger concern is keeping Chandler cool, which I know cats can like be into like up to like 100 degrees temperature and be fine. And it's only 95, but it is like right on the cusp there, so I do worry about him. So I keep trying to cool him down with some cold rags, and he is resisting. So what I am doing is I'm freezing a plate of water. So like I just like took a plate and did like a very thin layer of water, and then I'm going to sprinkle some treats on it once it's frozen so that he can eat the treats from there. So that is the current plan. I am very, very sweaty. I'm very, very not feeling great, but it is what it is. So I'm going to try to stay cool, turn on the TV. I will probably not sleep tonight, and if it stays this hot, I might have to go ask my brother to sleep in his basement tomorrow and bring Chandler with me, but I'm hoping it'll cool down, but it doesn't look like it's going to, so that's unfortunate. But yeah, it's gonna be a tough one. Hello. So it is Wednesday. It's almost midnight. I haven't eaten dinner yet because it's been so hot in my house. Didn't want to cook anything, but it's finally cooling down, so I'm gonna probably just air fry some chicken nuggets or something. Honestly, guys, it is so hot. Chandler has found solace on the kitchen table. Yeah, this is the only cool place for him because the table's nice and cool and the fan blows directly on it. So this is where he's hanging out. I also have a fan that blows directly on my bed, which is where I'm hanging out, but it's a little bit warmer than the table. I just can't sit on the table because I am not a cat. But the sheets make it a little bit warmer. I have frozen a bunch of water bowls and just keep trying to keep us cool. It's like a huge heat wave right now. I just got to get through it. It's like through the end of the week is supposed to be wicked hot, so hopefully we can survive this. Anyway, I do have a kind of early morning tomorrow, so I don't want to be up super late, but I did start listening to The Face on the Milk Carton. Face on the Milk Carton? Is that what it's called? By Carolyn B. Cooney. Oh my gosh, I'm sucking at this. It's not my favorite so far of the month. I've had a lot of good reads this month, though, so it's a lot to live up to, but it's pretty good. But yeah, I'm gonna probably finish listening to that. I have an hour and a half left of it, so and then probably go to bed because I have an early morning and a long day tomorrow. Oh, sorry, the early morning I have therapy, and then classes start early tomorrow. They start at 2:00 tomorrow, so I'm going in. I don't teach until like 4, but my boss has classes with some new preschool level students, so she asked me to come in to help get their parents and everything all set up. So I'm gonna do that. It's just kind of a boring week. Hopefully I'll have something fun to record at some point, but I like to vlog anyways because this is where I kind of do my book reviews. So, but I'm gonna eat something and finish listening to The Face on the Milk Carton. Hello. So it is Thursday night. Last night I did finish listening to The Face on the Milk Carton. I only gave it 2 stars. It was kind of outdated, and also like the mystery element wasn't really that exciting. It was mostly like a teenage girl just teenagering, and it was not as exciting as I wanted it to be. But then I also started listening to The Girl Who Drank the Moon last night. It's replacing one of the books that I had on my TBR just because it's so hot I don't want to turn on lights to read physical books, so I decided to just listen to another audiobook that would work the same for my TBR. But I want to show you guys what happened. So last night I was falling asleep around like 3 a.m. There was a huge thunderstorm, and all of a sudden I hear a crash. So I look up and my entire window is cracked. Do you guys see this? I don't know how well it's coming, but it is my entire screen door is shattered. It got hit by a branch. It sucks. It's not like the inside, it's the outside of it. So like I can't feel like the cracks or anything. But yeah, it's not fun. It's horrible. I'm very upset about it. But yeah, so that happened last night. Woke me up from a sound sleep, so I didn't sleep well again last night. And tonight it's hot again, so I'm probably not going to sleep well tonight either. But luckily, Saturday I'm going to my brother's house all day. No one is going to be there but the pets. I am just pet sitting, using his pool, using the air conditioner. I'm very excited, and I will get to do some work that I have to get done, listen to books, read books by the pool. I'm very excited for all this. So I will be doing that on Saturday. So, but tonight I'm going to finish listening to The Girl Who Drank the Moon. If you don't know what The Girl Who Drank the Moon is about, I don't know who it's by. Chandler, why are you crying so much? He's very needy. But if you don't know what The Girl Who Drank, oh, there's a bug in here, that's why. Get it, Bing. Get it, Bing. Look at this cat stand on my refrigerator. Well, where'd it go? You have one job, and it's to kill all bugs. Kill all the bugs. Where are they? Kill the bugs. Anyway, so I'll write the author's name down below, but it is about a girl who there's a village that thinks they have to donate a baby every year to this evil witch, but it turns out the witch isn't evil and she doesn't understand why people are just abandoning their babies in the middle of the woods. So she takes them and gives them to people who are like wanting babies in a different village. And then she like, before she like sends them to this different village, she feeds them starlight so they have like good life or something like that. And she accidentally feeds one of the babies moonlight, which will give her powers, so she can't send it off to the village. So she decides to raise her on her own. So that is the book that I'm currently listening to on audiobook. It's a pretty short one. I'm hoping that I either finish it tonight or early tomorrow morning, but that's what I'm going to do tonight, is listen to that. I'm very excited for Saturday when I get to go into the pool and then air conditioning. Work is air conditioned, but I work so hard there, I don't feel like I'm being air conditioned. I'm still sweating all the time, so no fun. Hot weather is down, thumbs down. Hello. So it is about 2:40 in the morning. I've been on kind of a reading binge tonight because I had to finish the recital DVD. And in order to do that, I couldn't really watch TV because then I wouldn't be able to focus. So I just listened to an audiobook. And I did finish listening to The Girl Who Drank the Moon. Is that what it was called? Yes, The Girl Who Drank the Moon. And it's by Kelly Barnhill. And I only gave it a 2-star. I was actually kind of disappointed. I've heard nothing but good things about this book, and it just kind of like fell flat for me. It was very one of those things that was like, it kind of reminded me of like an adventure type novel, but like there was a lot of like magic in it, and then there was a lot of like sub storylines. It kind of reminded me a little bit of like The Giver, but more magical, which I do really like The Giver, but I don't know, it just didn't really do anything for me. It wasn't like what I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna have a lot more like I don't know, almost like mystery elements to it, but it was kind of like everything was told to you. Yeah, I don't know. I just didn't really like it. Like, I can't really put my finger on what I didn't like about it. It just had like a lot of like subplots and a lot of like characters that like were mentioned and then like going back and forth, and then like the magic in it was cool, but it was also kind of like sad a little bit. So I don't know, it just really wasn't for me. But I did also read tonight Night Lights by Lorena Alvarez. I read this, just like needed a break from doing the DVD, so I just really quickly grabbed this. I read this last year, so you guys probably recognize it, but the reason I like this one so much, it's just a middle grade graphic novel, but the art in it is just absolutely gorgeous. I'm trying to find the page that I really, really like. But this is about, this is the page, okay, I'm trying to hold my book and show you. Look how pretty that is. There's another page right before it too that's also really pretty. So pretty. The art in it is just gorgeous. But this is about a girl who has a very vivid imagination and is like drawing all these like animals and stuff like that, and she meets this new girl that she starts having like really odd dreams about, and it suddenly makes her unable to draw, and everything she draws is kind of scary and frightening. Really like this book. It's just a really short read. It's only 53 pages, and it's just a really great like middle grade graphic novel. It's very beautiful art, cute little plot line. So yeah, I really enjoy it, and I needed a book for a different dimension for my reading rivalry group, and it had a different dimension plus reality, so worked with the multiple dimension thing. And then I just started listening to Ghost Squad, and it is by, I can't remember her first name, but the last name's Ortega, so I'll write her name down below. But this is kind of like, so far what I've gotten from it, it's like kind of like Encanto with ghosts. It's like Encanto meets Coco, kind of. Like her whole family is like spirits and ghosts and stuff like that, and she can talk to them and communicate with them, but one day her grandma comes to her spirit of her grandma comes to her and tells her that something bad is going to happen, and she has to figure out what happened to her ghostly ancestors who have now disappeared. So very, very cool. I'm really enjoying it so far. It's only, for the speed that I'm on, it's only a 2.5-hour read. I think it's like normally a 4-hour read at normal speed. I am just listening to the audiobook, but yeah, I really, really like it so far. I think I'm already like a half an hour into it, so I'm really enjoying it. But yeah, I just kind of had a reading night. I have like 4 hours. Oh, no, I have like 6 hours before I have to go to my brother's house, so I can still sleep some. But tomorrow I'm at my brother's house all day. It is just me, Chandler, and his pets, which he has 2 cats, 2 dogs, and a whole lot of fish. So I'm just kind of taking care of the dogs. Really, the cats kind of take care of themselves. But Chandler and I are going for air conditioning, and I'm going for the pool, and I'm going to have a relaxing day. My boss specifically sent me a text message today and said, do not work tomorrow, because I have worked every day this week, and I have plans to go in and work on Sunday. So she was like, do not work tomorrow, take a full day off. So I'm going to listen to her. I'm going to be bringing, I don't want to get it out right now, but I'll show you guys tomorrow. It's Mirror Mirror, and it's part of the Twisted Tale collections from Disney, so I will be reading that as my poolside read tomorrow. And I think it's actually the last book I have on my TBR. There are a couple books that I had on my TBR that I swapped out with other things just because the going to Maryland really like cut into my ability to read physical books, so I like swapped it out for audiobooks, but I think it is the last book that was on my TBR, so I'm very happy about that. So yeah, I'm gonna go kind of just veg until I fall asleep, and then I'll see you guys tomorrow when I'm by the pool. Hello, so it is 8:45 in the morning. I'm exhausted. I made sad reading choices last night. I ended up staying up and binge listening to Ghost Squad, and that is by, oh my gosh, what is her name? Why do I keep doing this? Clarabelle A. Ortega. I got it. Nailed it. So I did listen to the entirety of that last night after I last checked in with you guys, and I said that I was only a half an hour in. I listened to the entire 2 hours and 30 minutes of it, and I'm exhausted because I made that choice. Because when I checked in with you guys, it was like a little after like 1:30 in the morning. Yeah, I made that choice. I did give it a 5-star rating though. It was like, Encanto meets Coco with like a little bit of like a Nancy Drew element. It was very fun. I really enjoyed it. It was a great listen, hence why I binge listened to it. But yeah, I am pooped. I am about to head over to my brother's house. I am probably gonna make some breakfast and then take a little snooze before I do anything else. Because I am beat. So yeah, sad reading choices, but happy reading choices. So yeah, so that was a really good read. I really enjoyed that one. So definitely would recommend it to middle grade readers, people who like middle grade books. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I love Encanto, and like the second it started talking about like family and like stuff like that, I also love Coco, so it really did like combine the two in the most wonderful way. So I really enjoyed it. The only thing is it had a lot of like Harry Potter references where I was like, okay, like a lot of Harry Potter references where like sometimes I was like, did you just take that from Harry Potter? But I can't even complain about it because I love Harry Potter so much. So yes, 5 stars. But yeah, like I said, I'm gonna head over to my brother's house and I will catch you guys there. I'd like to introduce you to the world's most needy dog. Just flopped on me like soon as I sat down. Say hi, Emma. This is Emma Jean. Emma Jean. So Chandler is in the basement. I'm gonna take a little snooze, but it's already so much nicer here. There is one other dog, but he's crazy. He's running around somewhere. His name's Cody. But Emma is a floop, and she is flopped on me, and I have to try to get comfortable while she is flooped on me, because apparently this is where we stay today. Is this where we stay today? Yeah. So this is my brother's cat, and Chandler's over here. And for a second, I couldn't tell them apart because I didn't have my glasses on, and I just saw 2 orange blobs. Chandler, where'd you go? He is like bothering my brother's cat. My brother's cat's a very senior cat, and he was like bothering him and then ran away because he scared himself because he's a goof. There's Chandler. He's like running around. He's like, I don't know what to do. I'm very stressed out. Hi, cat. Where do I go? What do I do? Where do I go? What do I do? Chandler, there's your kitty cousin. Kitty cousin. Oh. You're very cute. Hello, so it is like 1 in the afternoon. I'm currently making myself some lunch. We're actually having breakfast for lunch situation. So I have, so it's like a French toast covered sausage, and I have 2 waffles going right now. I slept for on and off for about 2 hours because it took me a little while to get Chandler calmed down, longer than normal, but he is just very, very curious right now. He is sniffing everything and climbing up on counters when he knows he's not supposed to. So, but currently he has found flies to chase, so he's doing good. So I am going to eat some lunch, and then I'm going to head outside to read by the pool, which I'm very excited about. Okay, so my book of choice for today is Mirror Mirror by Jen Kalanita. This is from the Disney's Twisted Tale collection. So this is like if instead of Snow White getting poisoned, what if Prince Charming did? And it's just like a different take on what would have happened in Snow White. Usually in this, it's like the evil queen or the witch or whoever is the villain of the story kind of has some better luck than the princess. So I really enjoy this collection. I've read the Little Mermaid one, which was part of your world, Once Upon a Dream, which was about Aurora, Unbirthday, which was about Alice in Wonderland, and Tale as Old as Time, which is about Beauty and the Beast. So I've read those 4, and they're usually like between a 3 and 5 star, but usually on the 4 or 5 star end. So I'm not really a big Snow White fan, but this is one of the first books in the collection, and yeah, I'm gonna give it a go. So we'll see if I like it, but my plan is to finish this all today, just read right through the day. So I'm gonna go outside and hang out outside and read my book. Someone does not like that I'm outside, and he is not. Chandler's never really been outside. He's definitely an indoor cat. I do want to get like a leash or something for him at some point so that I can take him for a walk, but not today. But he's very sad. Oh, Cody, are you afraid of the cat? No, I'm not protecting you. It's a cat. It's a third your size. Chandler, did you scare the doggy? Oh, Cody, he's coming closer. Be careful, Cody. The evil kitty's coming closer. Hi, Beanie. You coming up? You're such a wimp, Cody. Cody, he's a third your size, Coders. Okay, so it's 4 o'clock and I'm only 52 pages into Mirror Mirror. I keep getting very distracted by the animals, by being tired, by just everything, my phone. Ugh. I still want to finish it today, but I am taking a quick pre-dinner break. I guess it's not really dinner time, but I'm hungry now, so I'm going to eat dinner now. But my sister-in-law left me like this salad thing, but I don't like Caesar salad, so I'm just gonna take out the dressing and add Catalina instead. Yeah, I don't like Caesar dressing, so put that back in the fridge. But it's just like a pre-made salad thing, so I'm just gonna plop the chicken and cheese in here. Boom. Okay, so I just put on a ton of sunscreen. Before I try to read in the pool, I'm gonna take my brother's dog, Emma, the black dog, into the pool because she loves to swim and I don't want my book to get splashed. So I'm gonna take her in first and then I'll take her out of the pool area so I can try to read on a float or something. I don't see any floats. I think it might be in his shed, but I also don't really want to go in his shed. So I'm gonna have to figure something out, but Emma really wants to swim, so we're gonna do that first. Emma, you wanna go in the pool? You wanna go swim? So only Emma likes to swim. Cody doesn't. You can come in, Cody, but you don't like to swim. Yeah, only Emma likes to swim. Cody likes to just lifeguard. You want to go in the pool, Emma? Go ahead, baby dog. You want me to go in first? Okay, I'll go in. Come on, Emma. Hi. We're going swimming. Who's a good swimmer? Who's a good swimmer, Emma Genius? So for any of my younger viewers watching, I do not recommend swimming at home by yourself. It is not safe. The only reason I am doing it is because my brother has video cameras in the backyard that if I needed him, I could call for help, or his neighbors are very close as well. And also my family knows that I am swimming, my aunts and stuff. So if I didn't respond to a message for a while, they would know to send someone over. Okay, so don't swim by yourself. It's not very safe, but I have lots of protection, so I'm gonna jump back in because it's actually colder in the air than it is in the pool. Based on his fluffy tail, you would think, oh wow, Chandler's so scared. No, this cat is chasing the poor dog around the house. Where did you go? He is chasing the dog around the house. The dog is terrified of him. And he's like, oh, I'm gonna get you. Oh, you're gonna look all innocent on camera? Yeah, no, you can't fool me. I know who's being the bully in this situation. It is not the puppy. It is not the puppy. No, see, now you're gonna go after him again. I don't even want to hear it. I don't even want to hear that you're scared of him. You are doing this. You're being a bully. Chandler Bing, you're being a bully. Okay, so one of my favorite things to do at my brother's house is bake, because my oven at home doesn't work. Like the stovetop does, but my oven doesn't work well. It's complicated. It just doesn't cook food fast. It's very, very slow. It's from the 70s. So, So I'm going to bake, and I like to bake because my mom used to bake, and she used to bake for her grandbabies, my nieces and nephew. So I'm going to make strawberry cake, and it's like strawberry funfetti. So I'm gonna make this, and then I have some vanilla frosting with it, and they're gonna be home in an hour. So I'm gonna do this quickly, and then it'll be almost time to go home. Here's the before. Yes, I know it's messy. Yes, I know they're very full. I didn't say I was a professional baker. I just said I like doing it. So I have about half an hour before my family gets home. I am on page 134 of Mirror Mirror, which is not as far as I wanted to get, but I do still have a lot of the night left, so I will probably finish reading it when I get home. I have the cupcakes in the oven right now. got some laundry done. I've had a very productive day. I also figured out finally how to get my videos for the dance DVD from my phone to my computer without needing a cord because my cord broke. So I'm very happy about that. So I'm going to be able to finish that up tomorrow along with doing some stuff at the studio. But I'm really glad I kind of got like a self-care day, even though it wasn't at my own house. It was very nice to be where there was a pool and quiet and animals, and I was able to cook for myself and bake for myself. And really, I've talked about it before, my apartment is just crappy. It's a literal crap apartment. It's all I can afford. It's not well managed or maintenanced. It's just, there's a lot of problems with the living situation, but it is very close. It's in walking distance to my job, and that's why I choose to stay there. And it's also one of the few that I can afford in this area. If I wanted to move farther away, there'd be a lot more housing, but I don't drive, so it's very complicated. So that's why I need a place that I can walk to. But it was very nice being at my brother's house today. Just kind of had like a peace about today. So I am looking forward to seeing the kids and seeing how they enjoyed their trip to the amusement park. But I am kind of sad to leave. It's very nice here, and yeah, I mean, I'm gonna go home to my apartment, which is, you know, my own space and stuff like that, but it's also kind of dirty right now. I gotta clean it, and I don't really want to because it's so hot in there. Honestly, guys, it gets so hot in there that I just have no energy to want to take care of it. So it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. So yeah, so I'm going to read a little bit more until they get home, give the kids some kisses, and head back to my place. And here's the after. They need a couple more minutes. I don't frost my cupcakes. Oops, I just tripped over Chandler. I don't really frost my cupcakes, but I have frosting, so I'll probably put some on a few of them. But the kids are going to be home in like 5 minutes, so I probably won't record it. But yeah, they're done. We're back home to our sauna. It was really nice being in air conditioning all day. But I am halfway through my book. I would like to finish it tonight. I'm just going to veg and relax in front of the fan. It's still pretty early in the night. It's only like 9-ish, I think. Chandler's calming down from his very busy day. I'm sure he will be zonked out soon. So I'm going to go take an icy cold shower to get cool and turn my book on. Not on. Nope, it's not an audiobook. Read my book. I'm going to read my book. That's what I'm going to do. He hasn't really been able to keep his eyes open. Hi, baby. Are you tired from your big day? He keeps falling asleep and snoring. It's very cute. Meanwhile, I just made it to page 200 of Mirror Mirror. I am planning on finishing it tonight. I have 148 pages left, so, you know, provided I don't like fall asleep or anything, I'm gonna finish it tonight. Tomorrow I do have to go to the studio to do some like hanging up of like curtains and stuff like that. Nothing like dance related, just like some officey things. And then I'm gonna come back and I gotta finish this dance DVD, but I am gonna pick an audiobook to listen to while I finish it. But tomorrow is the day. Oh, hi, baby. Are you so sleepy? We're both so sleepy, huh? We're both so sleepy. Are you the sleepiest kitty cat in the whole world? You are so sweet, though. I love you. Hello, so it is 3 a.m. I just finished reading Mirror Mirror. I did end up giving it a 4-star rating. I really enjoyed it. It is not my favorite of the Twisted Tale books. So Twisted Tales are written by multiple authors. So sometimes they're written by Jen Kalanita, sometimes Liz Braswell. There's one or two more I can't remember. But I do prefer Liz Braswell's versions of the Twisted Tales over Jen Kalanita's, but I still really enjoy Jen Kalanita's. But Liz Braswell's are usually like a little bit more on the edgier side. She did Unbirthday, and like it's a little bit more like takes you out of the fairy tale a little bit more, where Jen Kalanita really keeps that like true like corny prince true love in hers. I really enjoy how Liz Braswell does it with being more like, oh, like, I don't need a man kind of book. But I still really enjoy all the Twisted Tail books. I don't think I've ever given one lower than a 3-star. I think they're all 3, 4, and 5 stars. I think maybe one I gave lower than a 3-star. But for the most part, they're all 3, 4, and 5 stars. I really enjoyed it. I think it had a pretty good storyline. I really liked the development of the characters. I just would have loved to see the character of Anne more. There was a character named Anne in it that I really enjoyed, and she just wasn't in very much of it, and it kind of like made you believe that she would be in a lot of it, and then she wasn't. But I did really like how the dwarfs kind of stayed true to their personalities, except there's like one part where Bashful I felt like talked a little too much, but you know, maybe he was just comfortable with Snow White. So I won't bash it for that too much, but for the most part I really enjoyed it, and I did read it in a day, which this is the first time in a long time that I've just sat down and dedicated an entire day to reading, which it was very broken up with distractions and swimming and being at my brother's house and stuff like that, but definitely worth it, you know, to read a book in 24 hours. It just really, it's a lot of peace to just put my phone away, which, yes, I was recording, but I was still reading, but, you know, I wasn't on Facebook, I wasn't on Instagram, I didn't have my TV on. I haven't turned my TV on in 2 days, actually. I didn't have any music playing. It was just, like, me and natural sounds. Unfortunately, you're probably hearing my fans in the background right now because, of course, it's, like, a billion degrees in my apartment, but yeah, I just really enjoyed having a day to read, so I'm really grateful that I got that. And Chandler is exhausted from his day with the other pets, and yeah, tomorrow I got a little bit of stuff to do, but for the most part I had a really nice relaxing day. So I don't know if I'm gonna go to bed yet. I'm not really tired because I did take, as you know, several little snoozes today, but yeah, I think I'm gonna just kind of veg, maybe watch some booktube until I drift off. So I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Okay guys, I have a little bit of a problem. I just read Hecate, or Hecate, which is the second Nightlights storybook by Lorena Alvarez. It's only 52 pages. I wasn't ready for bed, and it's another one of these beautiful, gorgeous graphic novels. In this one, Sandy goes on a field trip with her class where she discovers that the wetlands are slowly starting to disappear from a turtle named Hecate. Again, another great one. I don't think I liked this one as much when I read it the first time, but rereading it, I think sometimes it's hard with her graphic novels. They don't go in like story pattern like most of our graphic novels, and I don't know if it's she's a Colombian author, so I don't know if that's like standard. That makes them a little different than the ones we have in the US. But for the most part, I really enjoyed this one. So I don't know what I didn't like about it last time, other than I think it was just the way that the graphic novel is like written. Like it's just like not in standard boxes, so you kind of got to like jump around the page to get the storyline. But yeah, so I'm gonna give this one a 3-star. I didn't like it as much as Nightlights, but I still liked it a lot. But the artwork is still gorgeous. It's not as vibrant as Nightlights, but it's not supposed to be because it's like about a disappearing wetlands. So but yeah, it's not as good as Nightlights, but it's still really, really good. So 3 stars for Hecate. Now for real, I think I'm gonna try to go to bed. So, I mean, technically, that is my 3rd book in 24 hours. Because I listened to Ghost Squad. I started Ghost Squad after midnight. So, between Ghost Squad, Mirror Mirror, and Hecate, that's where we're at. Did I read Nightlights yesterday, too? Was that after midnight, too? Might have been after midnight, too. I think it was. Ooh, that's 4 books. 4 books in 24 hours. I mean, Hecate and Nightlights doesn't really count, but together they're over 100 pages, so I mean, like, that's kind of impressive. Not really, but we can pretend it is. I'm going to bed now. I'm turning off books. No more books. Shutting it down and going to bed. So, it's actually Monday going on Tuesday, because it's, like, after midnight. But I just realized I never closed out that last vlog. Oh, and I'm wearing that same shirt again. I really like sleeping in this shirt. It's my coolest shirt. Like, it keeps me the coolest. Anyway, yeah, so that's the end of this vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed. I read a lot, played with a lot of pets, lived through a heat wave, and it's actually fairly cool tonight, so good stuff. So I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!
Wasn't that a great video? Clearly books make me very happy. Now you can make me happy too. Click the subscribe button to follow my channel. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you think I did good. And the notification bell will let you know when I post new content. Also, follow my Instagram for more book shenanigans.